Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caleb, and today we are going to be doing a review of the Monsivais El Jefe Workers Overall Pant in duck canvas. First things first, these pants are designed to look like old Western duck canvas pants. And if you do your research and you look back specifically at the history of a brand like Levi's, you'll see that when they first invented their riveting technology, they actually used these rivets, which is what would eventually allow Levi's to become so popular, on duck canvas pants before they ever did it on any denim. And so these pants are, while not obviously an exact replica, they are something very similar to what miners and people would have worn before Levi's first came out with their denim pairs of waist overalls. So I bought these from Monsivais & Co. and it is a one-man shop in LA. The owner's name is Damien. He does all of the work himself by hand. He also makes shirts, jackets, and a wide range of excellently made flat caps, as well as these pants. Personally, I have tried on his hats and his vests, but I haven't purchased any, and I have 2 pairs of his pants right now, and I have 1 pair on the way. Unfortunately, with both of the pairs I have right now, I did mess up on the sizing, and so because of that, I am going to be selling them. But I do have another pair that is bigger than each of the other sizes I ordered, so hopefully that will work well for me. So you can see here that these pants have a pretty classic design. They are riveted at the top of the pockets as well as at the base here of the cinch back. They have this full, really nice they have this really nice curved waist cinch right here, which gives these a very unique look. Overall, you can see they curve and poke down here as well, and that's kind of the look for this whole pant, and because of that, it gives it a very unique look. These pants, just like a lot of Damien's pants, come with these suspender buttons, which personally I love because I don't like to wear belts and I love to wear suspenders. When you flip it around, you can see here that they have these suspender buttons up here on top. They have a little laurel print on them. They're really nice. And then they have this stitching, which he did on his El Jefe pants as well as on the denim pairs that he made. You can see right here on the coin pocket or the watch pocket as well, it has it, and this kind of continues the motif from earlier in the pants where they have the curve to the points. Overall, these pants have a pretty high rise with a decently long leg. I have these in a 32, but the issue that I've had is that while they do fit pretty well everywhere, outside of the fact that they're a little long, like most heritage pants are, is that I've had an issue where with the high rise, I do not have a big enough size. So even though it fits mostly pretty well, I need the rise to be a little bit bigger and I need it to be a little bit roomier in the top block. I had an issue where there was some weird bunching in my crotch, and so that didn't really look very appealing. And so because of that, I'm unfortunately gonna have to get rid of these. It could just be that the pattern doesn't work for my body type. I don't think that's the case. When I've looked at other people wearing them, that doesn't seem to be an issue. I don't know, it could just be an issue with my pair. I'm not exactly super sure. Overall, the quality on these is good, but not great. When it comes down to, you think about what you're getting, these are all made by one pair of hands, and they're made in America, which is great. And he has taught himself how to make all of these, and he's been doing it for a few years. And so when it comes to the quality, there aren't actual serious quality issues. It's just that, for example, like the stitching isn't always the best and there are loose threads every once in a while. So it's not anything that's gonna hurt the quality of the pants, but it is something worth taking into account if you're really a stickler for things like stitch consistency and stuff like that. You can just see little things like a loose stitch here on the tag, and this is just from wear, but broken stitches here. That's from wear though. That's not anything that has to do with his fault. But outside of tiny little issues like that, overall I really enjoy these. Here on the inside seam is this felled seam, which is great. I really enjoy this. It's nice and neat. And then here on the outside, you can see that there's this overlock stitching right here, which personally is not my favorite. You can see the issue is that it gets a little sloppy as you wear it and wash it. Since these are longer, I do have to cuff them and show that overlock stitching, which is not my favorite, but it's not the end of the world. It's not really a big deal. Personally, one of the reasons that I really like the Monsivais pants and why I'm not super hard on the quality is because they are made by a one-man shop, and they're also really reasonably priced for what you can get yourself into in this kind of niche. His jeans and his pants all cost between $200 and $250, and so because of that, you know all the work that's going into them, and you know they're all made in America, and most of them are using salvage fabrics, and so it's really hard to complain for that little money compared to what other brands sell their jeans for, that these small little quality issues are worth make the pants worth skipping out on. Another thing worth considering is that for this relatively lower price, you also get a much more authentic cut. So one of the things that Damien does that a lot of other people are not willing to do is he goes all in when it comes to the high rise that pants used to have. And he also does things like he uses small pocket openings that are very horizontal, from side to side. So you can see here that his pocket openings, I can barely fit my hand in. And while this is a bit of an issue as far as if you're trying to regularly get in and out of your pockets, what it really does is reinforce the vintage look, and he is not willing to compromise on this look, and I really appreciate that, because ultimately, if you're dressing like you lived 100 years ago, you're obviously not that concerned with functionality anyways. So if you can get a classic look like this, then I really appreciate that. All of his pants, from what I've seen, seem to be a true high rise, so they end up resting right at your belly button, and so for me that's really great. I have a longer torso, so it helps me get that longer rise look. For some of you guys who might have shorter torsos, I could see having complaints about that maybe being too tall, but overall I think he really knows what he's doing when it comes to these patterns. They're really well thought out, and they all look really great. So that's my quick review of these Monsivais El Jefe waist overalls, and I just wanted to come in and let you guys know what my opinion is on these before I end up getting rid of them and selling them. I really love Damien's work, and I wish these fit me, but it's a sizing error on my part. It has nothing to do with the quality of the pants or how much I like or dislike the pants. I really love the pants. I wore them non-stop for the first month I got them, but eventually the fit issue was just too much for me to deal with, so unfortunately I am gonna have to get rid of them. But if you like these and you think you would like these, please go check out his shop. He does great work. He does respond to messages on Instagram, and he's always willing to help you out or answer any questions if you have any. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.